A special address by Shri Abhishek Singh, CEO, India AI Mission and Director General, National Information Center. So I'll request everyone to bear with me for this one. Shri Abhishek Singh leads government's effort to build India's national AI strategy and digital governance ecosystem. He will share insights on how AI can shape innovation, trust, and efficiency across industries, some of the points which were discussed in this panel conversation as well. Unfortunately, Abhishek ji is not able to join us in person today due to some last minute urgent meeting request which came from the department, but he will be addressing the audience virtually. So I'll request the team over there to try and see if we can connect him.
Good morning to all distinguished guests, leaders from the insurance technology sectors, regulators, innovators, and friends. And especially a special mention for Prerak Sethi, who had asked me long back for me being able to join this event on the InsurTech, the gathering of all the tech leaders in the insurance sectors on this conference, which has been titled AI in Insurance, India's Path to Global Leadership. I was assured him that I will be joining for the event, but unfortunately, due to certain events in Delhi, certain meetings, important meetings in the Parliament, I am forced to join online. And it's indeed a privilege for me to be addressing you today at your annual event of the India InsurTech Association, a platform that stands at the intersection of innovation, trust, and technology. The theme of this year's event, as I mentioned, AI in insurance, could not be more timely. Today, we are witnessing a defining decade, one in which artificial intelligence is reshaping economies, it's redefining industries, it's reimagining the relationship between citizens, the state, and the marketplace. Today, there's not a single sector which is not impacted by AI, whether it's education, whether it's healthcare, whether it's agriculture, and we are increasingly seeing this technology evolve at a rapid pace and impacting everything that we do in almost our daily lives. And the sectors, amongst all the sectors that are getting impacted today by artificial intelligence, the financial markets and the financial sector is one of the most prominent because it can lead to a lot of efficiency, a lot of productivity in the sector. And of course, the sector about which we are talking today, the insurance sector, it's again one of those sectors which will gain the most by adoption of technology, by resulting in transformation of this entire sector in the way we look at it, the way we look at insurance products, the way we design them, the way we implement them, the way we monitor them. In almost every sector of every aspect of this sector is going to be transformed truly with artificial intelligence. When we look at India's story of digital public infrastructure, India's story of adoption of technology for transformation of public services, our story is indeed unique. Whether it's the implementation of large-scale projects like the Aadhaar, which gave identity to billion plus people, the digital payment, the unified payment interface that we take so normally in our lives today, it's not there anywhere in the world. This kind of digital payment infrastructure, like we do almost 50% of the global digital payment transactions in India. And the trust of people on this technology is so immense that people just believe it and they accept that getting a tick mark on your Paytm app or any other app is almost as natural as getting real cash in your pocket. And similarly, there are other projects like DigiLocker, which has got almost 600 million users, more than 1 billion documents, has enabled paperless governance, has reduced the cost of KYC. It has really transformed the way we exchange information and documents. The e-sign framework, the consent framework that India came up with, the account aggregator, which allows aggregation of financial data from financial information providers and using it for credit link services, and the implementation of projects like Diksha, eSanjeevani in education and health sector has really kind of enabled that more and more people in India adopt these technologies and use it in their daily lives. And this has actually brought trust, scale, and affordability into our digital economy. And while it has impacted almost every sector, but I must mention that the insurance sector, the insurance companies have been amongst the most early adopters of this entire infrastructure. In fact, when we were building up the DigiLocker and when we were offering DigiLocker services, we were opening it up to even the private sector, insurance companies were amongst the first to integrate with the DigiLocker. It allowed customers to securely store and share their policy documents digitally. It helped in reducing paperwork. It helped in reducing fraud and ensured timely service. We also were benefited by DigiLocker and Aadhaar by reducing the cost of KYC, whether it was for insurance services or credit services or investment services, especially for DMAT and other services. So what we have observed that adoption of these systems, adoption of the digital public infrastructure has brought down the KYC cost by almost 90%, and it has made it easier for insurers in the insurance companies to reach to new customers, especially in rural areas, in remote areas, in underserved sectors, and whether it's crop insurance, the coverage for MSMEs, or motor vehicle insurance or health protection. This entire sector has been driven by use of technology, and it has ensured inclusion with the power of innovation. And I'm sure most of the companies who are present here today, whether they're insurance companies or technology companies who are offering insurance products, have contributed in this revolution and ensured that the reach of insurance products for all has become today a reality. In fact, if we take a case study in the health sector, I would like to mention the example of the Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission. And Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission, if you look at, of course, it was conceptualized when we were battling COVID and we were looking at implementing tech platforms, especially for doing vaccination, and it was felt that electronic health records and telemedicine services can really help in empowering people in enabling access to affordable health care for all. And with that, the infrastructure, the ecosystem of the Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission was conceptualized, and it is in a way the most comprehensive health data infrastructures built anywhere in the world. It has enabled interoperable health IDs, digital consent frameworks, and API-based data sharing, and it's enabling not only access to better healthcare services and enabling electronic health records, but it's also ensuring that health insurance becomes a frictionless experience, and products can be designed which can ensure that people can access healthcare at a much more affordable cost. Within the government, we have adopted it into the Ayushman Bharat Health Insurance Scheme, under which every family gets a benefit of 5 lakh rupees in a year, and that has really kind of benefited billions of people across the country. The whole scenario, the digital framework that has been created for Ayushman Bharat health system, just imagine something like a patient is admitted to a hospital, and then what happens is that whatever doctors advise him or the test reports come in, they all are in the form of electronic health records, and these electronic health records which are verified are securely shared with the insurer via the ABDM APIs. So you don't need to submit paper documents to the insurer, and there are no cases of fraudulent submission of papers or the time taken that will verify whether the papers are genuine or not. The insurer will be able to verify the documents which have been submitted by the patient through the APIs. This will ensure that claim validation, diagnosis matching, treatment verification all happen in real time. So again, the processing of the papers for insurance claims becomes faster, and these models, this can help benefit the patients as well as the hospitals and the insurance companies. And then we can also build AI models which will be trained on anonymized data, which can also help predict potential claim risks, identify fraud patterns, what kind of frauds that might happen, and it can even be used. This data and this analysis and this model can also be used by doctors and medical experts to recommend better treatment outcomes. So ultimately, it's resulting in a lot of benefits for all the ecosystem players. So how does this happen? The patients will benefit from faster claim settlements and reduced paperwork, and they will be confident that they are not being cheated by a health service provider or by a hospital or by any other such person, any other intermediary. Hospitals also benefit by they are able to get cashless processing, and they get improved trust with both insurers and patients. And insurers also, by adoption of this technology, they gain efficiency, they are able to reduce frauds, and they get more data sets which can help in building these solutions better and can lead to more innovation. Thus, the power of interoperability AI becomes, with the power of interoperability, AI becomes a force multiplier. So when we are talking of adoption of AI in insurance, it's not that we are talking of something for the future. It's already there, and what we are seeing in several sectors already being adopted in many ways. And when India does something, India implements at population scale and with the objective of benefiting the entire every stakeholder in the ecosystem. What are the few opportunity areas in this insurance sector? I am sure the experts here who are present here today and the deliberations that will be going on throughout the day will definitely focus on them. But for me, I see 5 key opportunity areas in which we can work towards adoption of AI in the insurance sector. Number one is, of course, personalized risk assessment. AI and machine learning models, it can help, like for example, in various sectors, it can help process satellite imagery for better agricultural risk coverage. It can examine credit behavior for insurance products, and it can help monitor health parameters for health related coverage, and it can also monitor behavioral data which can help create hyper personalized risk profiles. So it's not that you have a general product that can be used for everyone. Based on each individual's preferences, each individual's behavior, each individual's profile, one can customize insurance product for that individual. So in a way, for example, for agriculture, one can do a weather-linked data modeling. So the insurance premiums for a crop in say Punjab and insurance premiums for a crop in an under-irrigated or a different climate zone in say Bihar will be different. So it can really be customized for the actual risk which is there in the whole model. Then for motor insurance, the insurance premiums can vary based on driving behavior. So for example, if the data from traffic challans or the data from overspeeding is being made available, then this can lead to a different premium for those who are taking vehicle insurance. In healthcare, like depending on your lifestyle, depending on whether you are a smoker or you have alcohol, or with regard to your food habits, with regard to your overall health profile, the health insurance premiums can also vary. So that can ensure that the models are more accurate, the models are more customized, and ultimately the way if insurance premiums reflect these user behaviors, it can also be a nudge for ensuring good behavior by people who are taking insurance. The second area in which insurance tech can work is fraud detections and claim automation. AI can really help identify anomalous claim patterns. It can cross-verify hospital data and even flag fake invoices. It can help in saving billions in the process, because we know that there are many fraudulent claims for insurance, and use of AI, use of machine learning, use of fraud detection software can help limit such behavior by those who are indulging in them. Then, of course, a very simple use case in almost every sector is customer experience and chatbots. So we can always have Gen AI powered virtual assistants which can handle policy queries, explain coverage options in regional languages, and it can even help guide customers through claim submissions and democratize access. And very often what we are seeing is that there are in many insurance companies and products that are building voice-enabled chatbots in which people who are not very comfortable in typing in the regional languages or communicating by using a web interface or a bot or an app interface, they can actually use voice as a medium for communicating and getting information that they need. The fourth key area in which I feel there are a lot of potential and for insurance tech companies is AI-driven product innovation. What companies like all of those who are here today, what they can do is they can analyze diverse data sources from mobility to agriculture to healthcare, and one can design micro insurance products which will be tailored to the needs of, say, gig workers, small farmers, informal sector participants, and even that insurance becomes a much more common product. Today, the insurance coverage in India is very limited, but with the technology, with AI, with data coming from various sources, we can actually customize insurance products that can help ensure the reach of insurance to each and all. The fifth area in which we could focus is for regulators and making explainable AI. And as we look at regulators who adopt AI, the explainable AI models can help build transparency in the way underwriting works, in ensuring fairness, in ensuring accountability, which is very, very essential for trust. And that happens, the number of people who will take up an insurance product goes up. So these are few areas in which I feel insurance tech can play a big role, AI can play a big role in expanding the reach of technology. So when companies like those who are present here today are using AI for building insurance products, what is it that you need? And what is it the government can do for building more such products, for building more such models? So as you might be aware, India is implementing the India AI mission, which was approved last year by the government. And what India AI mission is currently doing is it's trying to address the gaps that exist in India's AI story. Our biggest strength has been our talent and our skilled workforce that is there, which has the potential of building cutting-edge AI models and cutting-edge AI applications in all sectors. And it was felt that with the kind of talent that we have, with the kind of startups that we have, India has a great potential in catching up with the best in the world, that is China and the US. If only we could provide could address the gaps that exist in India's story. And what are the key gaps? When we identified the gaps in the India's AI story, it was felt that investments in research and making compute available is something that we need to address. So accordingly, the India AI mission was approved last year with a total outlay of 10,732 crores. And under this, what we are doing is we have adopted a 7-pillar approach for addressing the challenges under India's AI story. The first and key challenge, of course, was non-availability of AI compute. And under this, we are enabling access to low-cost compute for our researchers and for our startups and for industry. And this, the target was to ensure 10,000 GPUs to be made available. But today, I'm happy to mention that with the involvement of India's private sector, we have made available around 38,000 GPUs for our AI researchers, developers, industry partners, startups, at a very low cost of less than 65 rupees, at an average cost of 65 rupees per GPU per hour, which is less than $1 per GPU per hour, as against the global prices of $2.5 to $3 per GPU hour. So this is ensuring that those who need GPU compute for building AI applications and models are able to access them. The second key challenge for building AI applications and models is availability of data sets. While India is a large country and we have done a lot of digitization, we should be having lots of data sets, but the problem is that most of these data sets that we have were not AI usable, in the sense that they were either not geographically complete, or time series data was missing, or APIs were not there. So to address this, we have built AI Kosh, the India Datasets platform, which has got more than 3,000 datasets today, which from both public sector and private sector, which is trying to address much of this gap. And we do have datasets from various segments, which is very relevant for the insurance sector. And those of you who are wanting to explore this, wanting to build applications or models, can go to aicoach.gov.in and access these datasets. The third challenge that we have had is that we have been dependent on the Western AI models, whether it's ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude or Grok or Llama, and we do not have an Indian foundation model. But happy to say that Government of India and the India AI Mission is supporting development of India's foundation models, India's LLMs and SLMs, and we have been supporting 12 such projects, and a few of them at least will be coming out with India's model by the end of this year, and we'll be able to then use these models for building applications that can help address challenges in various sectors in the country. And I'm sure the insurance tech companies who are building models can also benefit with these India-specific models that we are developing. The fourth focus area, of course, has been application development. And what we are here trying to do is that we are identifying problem statements from various government departments and getting startups and industry to build applications that can be scaled up across the country. We already have around 30 applications from key challenge areas that we had launched. They include climate change, they include agriculture, healthcare, governance, and learning disabilities. So we have identified certain applications that can be deployed around the country and ensure that people actually benefit from them. Insurance tech is also one area in which we can take up problem statements and help design AI applications for detecting frauds or doing AI-based modeling, or ensuring that people with low incomes are also able to get access insurance products. Then future skills is again another pillar in the India AI mission, because even though we have a lot of strength when it comes to AI talent and engineering talent, but in order to retain this advantage, we need to focus continuously on providing opportunities for our engineers and people who are wanting to build AI applications to be able to hone their skills. So under this, we are providing fellowships to undergraduate students, postgraduate students, and research scholars under the India AI mission. And when we are doing this, it's not that it's only available for science and engineering students. These fellowships are also available for students who are doing medicine, or students who are doing law, who are doing liberal arts or commerce. Its application is being available for all. Then the skilling piece, we are also looking at enhancing data skills in tier 2, 3 cities, under which we are setting up data labs in polytechnics and ITIs across the country, and we are training youth to become data scientists, data analysts, and data annotators. Then one other pillar that we have is startup financing, under which we are providing access to funds to startups when they need the most. We are trying to do a fund of funds, as well as work with accelerators and incubators to provide funding supports to startup. Then the last but not the least pillar is the safe and trusted pillar, under which we are working towards building tools for ensuring safe, responsible, ethical development of solutions. And herein also some of the tools that we are building, whether it's for bias mitigation or ethical AI certification or machine learning or privacy preservation, or for tools for detecting deep fakes, or tools for preventing misinformation, can have lots of applications even in the insurance sector. And together these 7 pillars are helping create a national AI ecosystem where innovation can scale responsibly. And what we can do is that the insurance sector, especially the insurance tech companies who are there here today, can also benefit from accessing either low-cost compute, using the models which are being developed, developing applications, the application development challenge, using the tools in a safe and trustworthy pillar, and use them to build AI solutions which can not only benefit India, but it can become an item of global export. We can give it as a DPI to the global community. So I would just like to conclude by mentioning that India's AI is not just about algorithms, it is about amplifying human potential. It is about using intelligence, artificial or otherwise, to make life more secure, predictable, and equitable. Insurance at its heart is about trust, and AI, when done right, can deepen that trust through transparency, efficiency, and inclusion. And as we look at the future, I would like to invite all of you, to innovators, insurers, regulators, and entrepreneurs who are here today, to join us at the India AI Impact Summit in February, which we are hosting. And the first time this summit is being hosted outside in the global south, and we are looking at addressing the key issues that AI impacts. We are looking at how AI impacts people, planet, progress, and there will be a lot of sessions across various sectors, when many for the finance sector, many for the insurance sector, and it will again be an opportunity wherein we can address some of these issues in a very comprehensive manner. This summit will also bring leaders from across the world, and also industry leaders who will join hands with India to co-create India's roadmap for AI-enabled growth. This summit will also be a place where next generation of AI insurance partnerships can be born, from policy to practice, from intent to impact. So let's join hands, and let us not make India just a participant, but a global leader in AI for insurance, where innovation serves every citizen, every policy holder, every life. Thank you, and Jai Hind.